Hi everyone, this is Sean from Hancock Guitars. I'm here today to explain how to choose the best replacement saddle for your guitar from the range of Graph Tech TUSQ saddles from Australian Luthiers suppliers. To find the best saddle, you'll first need to know the measurements you need, and what's important is the width, the length and the radius of the saddle. So first of all, you'll want to measure the radius of the fretboard. Ideally you want to do this with a set of radius gauges, either the understring radius gauges or the set of two radius gauges. They both work equally well. If you have both of them, I'd recommend the set of two because it's just a bit easier to handle. Now the radius is likely to be somewhere between 12 and 16 inches. So all you do is put the gauge on there and you can tell what radius it is. This one seems to be around 15 or 16 inches. So 15 or 16 inches for the radius, and then we need to know the length and width of the saddle. So you can either measure the existing saddle or you can measure the saddle slot. I'm using the Luthiers digital calipers here to do that. So width-wise, you can measure the saddle itself. So it says it's about 2.9, or the slot, it says it's about 3.1. And you'll see that results in the saddle. It's a little bit sloppy, so ideally we'll look for something more around the 3.1 so that's a tighter fit in there. And then lengthwise, it says about 71 millimeters, and if we put it in the slot, it says just a tiny bit over, so that's pretty much the same. If you don't have digital calipers, you can also use a really good steel rule, and if you've got good eyesight, you'll be able to measure that quite well of the saddle slot. So in terms of finding the right saddle then, I'd recommend looking on the Australian Luthiers Suppliers website and just go through the range of saddles and find the one that most closely matches the dimensions you need. I found this one before, so it's about 71, which is perfect, 3.1 wide, and the top radius is 16 inches, so it's actually pretty perfect. You can take the height down to get the right action after you've installed the saddle. Now if you were to find that none of those matched up, I'd be looking for the radius primarily, getting that right, and then look for a saddle that's a little bit bigger rather than too small. If it's too small, it's just going to be sloppy in the saddle slot, and that's really not good for the tone of the guitar or anything else about it. If it's a bit bigger, it just means you can sand down the width and length of the saddle, and that's not too difficult until it's a perfect tight fit. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel.